Hello everyone, this is our Cisco Packet Tracer physical view walkthrough video. And this is going to be the best video yet. Get ready to explore in the physical view of Packet Tracer. So far, we've always been in logical view. In the logical view, we're here with this logical view button, and all we've been building is cabling and rolling out network devices. What we're going to do is click on the physical view button, which we see a network rack depicted there. And when I click on physical view, all of a sudden the whole background changes. I'm going to click out the zoom button a little bit just to put into perspective. And here what we see is that we're in this intercity view. You can see the word intercity here at the top. Also, you'll notice that we have all these different buttons here regarding containers and different views. To start, when we hover over this little button here, which looks like a circle with like an eye inside of it or a compass, it's called the navigation panel. If you click on that, you'll see it gives you this container list of how far you can go regarding different locations for these Packet Tracer physical containers. There's an intercity container, a home city container, building, and the wiring closet. And we'll get to each one of these as we go through this video. So to start off, there's a back button, and this is going to take you back one level. You have a button here to add on for a city. You can create a new city. You can also create a new building. Awesome. Besides create new building, we can then create a specific container, like a small office, for example. And then from there, we can even create a wiring closet. Within those wiring closets, we can create network racks, as well as we can put on tables. We're going to get onto this one by one. To start off, we have our intercity, and this is going to be like our global scale. And what I'm going to do is add a graphic image that I found that's available on the internet for anybody to use, licensing and all. To do that, you'll see this little landscape button. If you click on this set background image landscape button, it gives you the ability to browse for your own image. When I browse for an image, I'm on my desktop, and inside of my desktop, I'm going to grab an image from NASA. I'm going to take this NASA image, I'll click open, and I will click apply. And now it's zoomed out a lot, so I'm going to zoom in again, but I have this world graphic, and I have this city, which is another container that I can place anywhere on this world graphic. I'll put the city maybe here off the east coast of the United States. When I click on the city, I'm now in a city view, and again I can zoom out and we get the depiction here of a city. But if you want more of a real city view, you can bring in your own graphic, which I'll do again. My tab here says home city now because I'm in a city view. I can click on that background image again, and now I can browse for another image for the home city, and I have a picture on my desktop of Minneapolis. So I'm going to take my picture of Minneapolis, and I'll open that, and I'll click apply, and again it zooms me out, so I'll zoom back in. So now I have the city of Minneapolis, and then I'll have a corporate office, which I can take, and I can drag this on top of a building. Here. This is my corporate office. And guess what? This is a container. I'll click on corporate office, and now I have an office. Well, it's not really named or anything, so I'm going to grab another graphic one last time. I'll click on my background image button, browse, and yes, I do have an office. I'll go to my desktop, and here we'll find the blueprint. I have an office blueprint. I click open. I will click apply. And zooms out again, and take a look. I've got this default topology what an office blueprint would look like, and there's this weird blue thing here. Well, this is made by Packet Tracer. This is a container for a wiring closet. So what I can do is just drag this wiring closet anywhere in my office, like in the foyer. No, I'll put it in Office 3. So Office 3 is my wiring closet, and guess what? When you click on the wiring closet, it's blank. It's empty. What I can do is at the top here, these are grayed out before, but now since I'm in my wiring closet, I can create a new rack with that button, and now I have a network rack. It's nothing on it, but I got a network rack. And here comes the fun. What I can do is go through my network devices, and if I want, let's say, how about I bring in a firewall? I can go to network devices, and then I can go into security, and then I can take the 5506 Cisco ASA firewall. I can click on it, and I can drop it on my network rack. Now I have a power panel and I have a Cisco 5506 ASA firewall. With that ASA firewall, I'd like this thing to hook down maybe to a network switch. So I can go into my network devices, switches, and I'll grab a Cisco switch, like a 2960. I can click it, drop it on my rack, and now I have the Cisco 2960 switch. These graphics should look similar. These are coming out of that physical view we're used to seeing of our network devices inside a packet tracer. Now, what's any network without a PC? I'll zoom out a little bit, and I'm going to grab an end device, and we'll take a PC. And where's it going to go? A PC can't sit on a rack. When I click on the screen, it gives me a table. Thank you, table. And there's my PC sitting on the table. Now this is all fine and great, but I don't have any network connections. I can click on network connection for a cable. I can click on that straight through cable. And with that straight through cable, I can click on that PC, fast Ethernet. I can click on the switch. Maybe I'll pick port 24 on the switch. And check it out. If I zoom in on that switch, we're going to see something. We've got a port now on the switch. If I hover over that port, it says the source port is port 24 of my switch. The destination port is the PC0 fast Ethernet. The total cable length is 1 meter. It's a copper straight through. This is cool. Let's get an uplink from our switch to our firewall. For that, I'll take a straight through cable. I'll go from the switch. How about the gigabit 01? That sounds great. And then I'll click on the ASA firewall, and I'll go to gigabit 11. And now you can see the port lights coming up. We have an uplink from our switch directly to the firewall. This is awesome. If you don't know what cable choice to use, you could have clicked the automatic cable, which is this orange Xaro cable. That would have worked too. But right here, let's take a look at what this network actually looks like real world style. Well, I backed out a little bit, and we'll see we have a network rack with a firewall and a switch, which hooks down from the switch to here's the cable connected in on the PC. If I click the back button, we can go back now and take a look at our office building. That all exists in the wiring closet in this office. If I go back again, that office exists inside of the city of Minneapolis. And look at that, the graphic updated. That's my floor plan, which is the corporate office. If I back up again, we get to see the real world view of the entire world. And there's the city of Minneapolis. Now, if you want to see the logical topology that exists inside, we could just go back to logical. And that's it. This little topology. A Cisco ASA firewall connected to a switch, the switch to a PC. But being able to make it real. Being able to go into that physical tab. Clicking on the city in Minneapolis. Clicking on the corporate office in the city. Clicking on the wiring closet within that building, we can physically see how the network is actually deployed. So take your time with Cisco Packet Tracer. Enjoy building your own world and city and networks. Experience Cisco Packet Tracer simulations as real world as possible.